What happened to Pablo Escobar's Medellin Cartel? You might have already heard about Pablo Escobar and his works through his very famous web series, but people do not know what happened to his drug cartel after he died. There was a number of research done regarding this matter, and we have found out something interesting for you. But what exactly happened to his Medellin Cartel? What happened after his death? Is there another Pablo Escobar that the feds should be worried about? Continue watching the video till the end to know more. Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another video from our channel. We hope you guys are doing extremely well. In this video, we will be talking about what happened to Pablo Escobar's Medellin Cartel. We will be diving deep into every aspect of the situation. So if you are new to this channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now without any further ado, let's hop right into the video. The astounding profits attracted an interesting mix of characters into the business. Jose Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha had roots in Colombia's somewhat murky emerald trade. The Ochoa brothers were from a well-respected ranching and horsing family, and the violent leader, Pablo Escobar, was a common thief who masterminded the criminal enterprise that became known as the Medellin Cartel. The men from Medellin joined together with a young marijuana smuggler named Carlos Leder, who convinced the leaders that they could fly cocaine in small airplanes directly into the United States, avoiding the need for countless suitcase trips. The large quantities and the growing appetite for cocaine in the United States led to huge profits, which the cartel began reinvesting into more sophisticated labs, better airplanes, and even an island in the Caribbean where the planes could refuel. But the success had a darker side related to it. Pablo Escobar was incredibly violent, and his quest for power within the Colombian government led to a standoff between the cartel and the government. During the 1980s, the cartel revolted against the government's threats to extradite the traffickers to the United States. Pablo Escobar is thought to be responsible for the murder of hundreds of government officials, police, prosecutors, judges, journalists, and innocent bystanders. The cartel began to self-destruct as the violence and power grew. Rodriguez Gacha was eventually gunned down by the Colombian police. Jorge, Juan David, and Fabio Ochoa turned themselves into the Colombian government in the early 1990s in exchange for lenient prison terms. Pablo Escobar was hunted down and killed by the Colombian police after a long series of battles. Part of the downfall of the Medellin Cartel was due to their main rivals in the Colombian city of Cali. The Rodriguez Orejuela brothers and Santa Cruz Londono, the men from Cali were more subtle and less flashy than their counterparts in Medellin. They conducted their smuggling as a sophisticated business, quietly reinvesting their profits in legitimate businesses. The Cali cartel began to attack the Medellin Cartel, particularly Pablo Escobar, as their competition became more and more violent. They eventually would form the People Against Pablo Escobar, which specifically targeted Escobar's homes, businesses, and lieutenants. The Cali cartel also began secretly supplying the Colombian police and the DEA with information about Pablo Escobar's actions and whereabouts. By 1994, Escobar was alone and running for his life when the Colombian police managed to track him down. But for several years before, the Cali businessmen had been dominating more and more of the cocaine trade. They employed the techniques of terrorist groups by separating their workers into cells, with each cell knowing little about other employees. They hired internationally renowned lawyers to study the moves of the DEA and the US prosecutors. They began using technology as a tool for their business, hiring and training top engineers to design communications equipment that could not be bugged. And their business thrived. When cocaine use in the United States began to drop, they began shipping more and more into Europe and Asia. The leaders are thought to own huge swaths of land in Colombia, along with dozens of very successful, legitimate businesses. The Cali leaders were astute businessmen, and they invested heavily in political protection. In the past 10 years, both the former president of Colombia, Ernesto Samper, and hundreds of congressmen and senators have been accused of accepting campaign financing from the Rodriguez Orejuela brothers. But the leaders were eventually tracked down. They were arrested in the mid-1990s and are currently serving 10 to 15-year prison terms. Many experts believe they actually worked out an agreement with the Colombian government under similar terms to the Ochoas, that they would not be extradited to a US prison cell. DEA agents believe they are still running their empire from their prison cells. And that's it for today. Did you enjoy watching the video? Do you have something to add to this story? Did we miss out on anything? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this while we keep working on making more such videos. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. We hope you have enjoyed watching the video. Please like the video if you have not already, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss another update from our channel. With that being said, let's meet in another one of these videos. Until then, see ya.